3, 2, 1. Look at Pirlo. Pirlo, GOAT. I don't know why we had Pirlo come shine with Linsanity, Tyson Chandler, Maury Stoudemire, son, and we had the illest jersey still. We messed up, son. We really did. Eyes open. Episode number 211 of the Left Hand Lads podcast is live right now. Look, you see, fantasy football is a crazy thing. You feel what I'm saying? You can win a championship with a roster, dominate everybody, and then with the same exact roster, you can start off 0-2. Ain't that crazy how fantasy work like that? And then the players that you just don't want nothing to do with, like Tyler Lockett, fucking sucker, be wilding every week. Players that you could have drafted that you overlooked. Cooper Kupp, I was going to draft him. I promise I was going to draft Cooper Kupp. I looked, I'm like, nah, maybe Robert Wood. Yo, you can overthink this thing, man. You can overthink. Gibson, Antonio Gibson, what the fuck did I draft him? It's fantasy football crazy. And we're going to talk about fantasy football. We have to. It's only right we do. This fuck around and be a fantasy football podcast in a minute. It's just ridiculous. Like when Boogie, what a video with DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie like, yo, this shit is ridiculous. He had 50. He like, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. That's what it really is. And the guru, look, let me show you the energy for fantasy football. Let me show you how fantasy football got the guru feeling. I'm gonna do this every week, and we gonna look at it on the podcast. We're gonna start it off with this. This is the move for fantasy football. I hope y'all can see. You see the guru. You see him. Weeks 1 and 2. It's gonna be a thread. You see, the guru is hurt. The guru is upset. It's sad. What can Mr. Miyagi do? Let's run it back again. That's why y'all gotta watch the podcast when it's streaming live. On the YouTube, on the Twitter. Look at Mr. Miyagi. That's how I feel right now. I'm the guru. What's going on? Stop. Pause it. Stop. God damn, son. In the chat, nothing. Nobody. Who cares? That's why y'all gotta watch the podcast. Go to follow the podcast as well as the shop on all social media, especially Twitter though. At Shop Heirlooms. It's very simple, very easy. This, that, and the third. I always yawn. As soon as the podcast go live, I start yawning. That's what happens sometimes. But oh man, it's disappointing sometimes. But before we go any further, make sure y'all rate and review on the iTunes podcast app. It's free and don't cost you a thing to leave 5 stars, write a little review, and if not, you can look the doorbell. I'm busy. I'm busy. No, I'm doing the podcast. I'm doing my podcast. Goodness. Sorry for the interruption. But make sure y'all rate and review on it. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Where is it?
I came all the way here.
It's live. Everything you say can be heard. Which one is it? This one?
Well, it could be that one. But that's the one. Oh, this. What is this? Okay, yes, this. Because, yeah, I came all the way here. I was going to be a little earlier, but I gave Gary a ride to the train station. And he gave me that, but I don't know how to put it in. I don't know if it has a base to it or what.
goodness. Life is crazy. My bad, y'all. It'd be a little pause. I mean, that wasn't nothing too crazy. What was I saying? Yeah, follow the nobody was in the chat anyway. Follow the Shop and the podcast on social media and subscribe to the YouTube and leave 5 stars on the iTunes podcast app, all that kind of stuff. Let's get the sponsors out of the way. We can break down this week. I can tell y'all my thoughts and feelings on Tua Tagovailoa right now and the Miami Dolphins. Just this whole week. This was a bad week for football. For me. Not for everybody, but for me for sure. Okay, let's get the sponsors. This podcast is sponsored by Shop Heirlooms Premier Event. No, matter of fact, it's episode 211. The Jamal Crawford episode. Maybe I'm sure I used Jamal Crawford last time, but we use him again. Bump it. This Jamal Crawford episode. Okay, so sponsors. This podcast is sponsored by Shop Heirlooms Premier Vintage Goods and Memorabilia. You can follow the shop as well as the podcast on all social media at Shop Heirlooms, ShopHeirlooms. It's time. It's still football. The Coogie's gone. You see, if you can see, it's a hanger, but it's no Coogee. It's the ghost of the Coogee on the hanger right now. There's nothing there. And I got to put something on there to replace it, but the times is changing. The seasons are changing. The weather's changing, and now the fall gear is starting to slide off the shelves. It's going to fly. And if you don't want to miss out, if you don't want to be one of them guys that miss out on the stuff that you don't need to miss out on, go pull up to the shop. The shop is open every day. All you gotta do is come slide, except for Sunday. And if you can't make it down to the shop, you always go at the website, www.shopheirlooms.store. Next day shipping on every order, unless you order on Saturday. Post office closed on Sunday, so you got to wait till Monday. Very simple. And I think that's it. And if you want anything, your business or your whatever, promote it, all you got to do is just go. All you got to do is just send a message, DM, and we can discuss it. And you can have you can be a sponsor of the Left Hand Labs podcast. Very simple. Let's play the intro music real quick. Where's Drew got? There we go. Be right back. Wrong one.
I used to roll me a big fine L, then watch a whole lot of basketball and Seinfeld. Aside from my fish scale clientele, there are a few things I know as well as basketball and Seinfeld. 40 carats, phrases, 40's parrots. Mimic the style, you get embarrassed. Dish the filthy habits. In a limousine, every limousine covered in supply fabrics. Still wreaking havoc for them cash that will rob you for your pack. Back when Robert Pack was a maverick who had chicks to give wavy wop. It's not trading cards when I see your shorty gave me tops. Teeth look like chiclets, big and white like Rick Smith's. I'm at my Travis best. The rest is average at best, and this that land bias in its purest form. Word is Bon Jovi, word is Sean. If you don't recognize it, you'll respond. Catch a bigger bullet than George Marathon. Ric Flair with the chops, and they thought he's gonna flop. Finally back on the top. I already made it to the finals playing with Sagana Jock.
Ooh, almost went past this joint. Still serve you that Will. Is it muted? No. Still serve you that Will Purdue. You heard? Okay. Should I start with should I start with the Dolphins, or should I just go to football? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and we're gonna break down this week. It's been a good week, and when the Dolphins come up, we'll talk about the Dolphins. Okay. This week kicked off. Giants Skins. Great game. They cheated the Giants because it wasn't a offsides, but they won. And Antonio Gibson did nothing. McKissick did all the third down stuff. He did all the passing work. Why did I draft? I listen to these analysts and people say, "Oh yeah, you got a Gibson going to be McCaffrey." Why did I listen? I shouldn't have picked him. I should just stick with my. Why do I even study for? I know who I want to get. Every I don't know. Gibson, if you drafted Gibson, you can't trade him. So now you drafted him in the second round more than likely. So now you got to wait and you got to see what's shaking. So that's what has to happen. Daniel Jones was illin though. He had 95 rushing yards. Saquon Barkley, I don't know if his career is done. I don't know what's going to happen with him. He had one big run. He's not Barry Sanders. I can see why teams don't draft running backs. Why? And look what happens. The first game is us. Bills, Dolphins. Now, Tua. When Tua was at Alabama, I said, yo, this is the next Russell Wilson. And it's clearly he's the next Russell Wilson. Air it out. Got the ill receivers and all of that. But in the league, he gets hurt. His ribs get bruised up. First quarter. First drive, he gets sacked like twice. Everything with Tua is short, RPO, all of that. Lamar Jackson could do RPO because he's a threat to really run. You feel me? That's why that's all. I just want a quarterback, son, that could throw the ball down the field that we don't got a scheme for. That's just a quarterback. Just go out there and play quarterback like Josh Allen was doing. And our defense the score is 35-0, but that's not indicative to how our defense played. Our defense played well. We couldn't do nothing. And Brissett didn't do bad. Brissett Devontae Parker dropped the touchdown. Jakeem Grant, who has to go, fumbled. People are dropping touchdowns. And we could have won. This game could have been way more competitive than what it was. It really could have been. But it was on us. But I'm done with Tua. I really would. Cam Newton, I would bring Cam in. I would trade everything right now for Deshaun Watson. I'm really done. And I know our offensive line is horrible. And it's crazy looking back. We spent all these draft picks on these offensive linemen. We should have just I don't know what we should have done. I really don't. Our offensive line is never going to be good again. Ever since the bully scandal, with the incognito and all of that bully stuff. Ever since that offensive, we had Pro Bowls on our offensive line, incognito, Pouncey. We messed up the Tunsil. We had Pro Bowl offensive linemen, and we messed up. We should have said bully, man. Ain't no bullying. It's football. This is not good. It's not. And we got to play better. Our defense is there. Everything is there. And Will Fuller will be back. But we need a quarterback. We got to get rid of Tua, son. We have to. It's over. It's over. I'm sorry. I'm not. And not because I feel like he can't. You got to scheme for him. I don't want that. It's just not what I want for quarterback. Whatever. Bengals, Bears. Joe Burrow. He played well, looks like. But they lost. And Andy Dalton got hurt. So... was Justin Fields in for long? I'm not sure. Burrow had 3 picks on 3 straight passes. Oh, damn. I didn't know that. He didn't play well. Whew. Jamar Chase, did he score? I know T. Higgins scored. But Allen Robinson didn't get the ball. Son, fantasy is crazy, son. Why Allen Robinson can't get the ball? Why can't you get the ball to Allen Robinson? I don't know. Who cares? Texans, Browns. I had this on my team. I knew that the Browns was 13.5-point favorites, and Tyrod Taylor got hurt. If Tyrod Taylor didn't get hurt, they was definitely covering that. I should have just put that on the ticket and put mad bread on that. The Texans was going to cover the spread. I can't get greedy with this FanDuel shit. Colts. Carson Wentz gets hurt again. Cooper Kupp went crazy. Stafford did well. I should have drafted Cooper Kupp, man. I should have, and I was going to. I'm disappointed in myself. The Rams are going to make it to the Super Bowl. Watch. They're going to beat the Bucks. Watch. Patriots beat the shit out of the Jets. Zach Wilson threw 4 picks. You knew what Bill Belichick was going to do. He straps up any rookie receiver. And Corey Davis was in my flex at one point. But I said, hell no. What am I thinking? Zach Wilson looked real regular. Niners, they're going to win ugly all season. Jalen Hurts, 10 carries, 82 yards, a touchdown. 12 for hey, he just out there trying ball, man. I respect Jalen Hurts. Niners win. Elijah Mitchell, people spent mad bread in fantasy, mad at that fab and all of that on somebody that got hurt. I was not spending no $70, $90, $100 on this dude. That was crazy. John Gruden, the guru, got it rocking and rolling over there in Las Vegas now. They're not the Oakland Raiders no more, the Las Vegas Raiders. Hey, I like what. He got David Carr looking okay. Pause. Najee Harris had a good fantasy day. He only had 10 carries for 38, but he was receiving the ball too. Pause. Steelers is regular. Henry Ruggs went crazy. I'm telling you, Gruden is a guru, son. If he ever get free, I like Brian Flores, but shit, I'll take Gruden any day. Pause. He could be the head coach of the Dolphins. Yo, the Saints, son. Jameis, what happened, Jameis, bro? What are you doing? You better stop playing. They're going to have Taysom Hill in here. Kamara had like 5 fantasy points. I never seen him have that. Come on, son. Ridiculous. Panthers win. Darnold looks like he's the quarterback. Jets, you made a mistake. Broncos, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence is rough. 2 picks. He just throwing picks after pick after pick after pick. And Teddy Bridgewater got the Broncos looking sharp. Vikings, Cardinals. What a game. Kyler Murray went crazy. I went against Kyler Murray in fantasy. Dalvin did okay. He did what he could. The Vikings are 0-2. But the Cardinals are going to be... Yo, the NFC West is crazy. Every team is putting numbers on the board. Insane. Niners, Cardinals, Seahawks, and Niners, Cardinals, Seahawks, and who am I missing? And Rams. Whew. That's a rough division. Rough. Dalvin, come on, man. You get some touchdown. I don't know, man. Fantasy is crazy. The Bucks put numbers on the board. 48. Tom had 5 touchdown passes. Mike Evans not going L because AB didn't L. So I guess you got to pick and choose. It's random. Justin Herbert, brother, you my franchise quarterback in Dynasty. You're the one that's in charge of my franchise. I left you as the head of the franchise. You won a championship in your rookie season for me. Come on, son. I need more than this, bro. I need more. I really do. This is not acceptable. Come on. The Cowboys, we serious? Dak didn't even throw a touchdown. And I got Tony Pollard. Hey, I got Tony Pollard. He better than Zeke now. I'm telling you, Zeke not good no more. That's all I'm saying. Titans, Seahawks. This is disgusting to look at. 8 for 178 in a touchdown. Why don't he throw it to DK Metcalf? I don't understand. And Derrick Henry, and he did all of this in the second half. 35 carry, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 50 clip. Can't win against that. You just can't. What you want me to do? Rams. Chiefs and Ravens. CEH, what a mistake that was. If anybody drafted him in the first round and you got him in Dynasty, I'm sure you picked him early. Whew. What a mistake. Because he fumbled the game away. He ain't really do shit. You got Lamar Jackson, 107 rushing yards. I wish I had Lamar Jackson. I won a championship. I get to the championship. Did I win a championship with Lamar Jackson at my quarterback? I think I did. Win a championship with Lamar Jackson as my quarterback when I got him in like the 7th round. I don't remember though. Fantasy is crazy, son. It's very crazy, very insane. Hold on. Let's look and see. It never want to have me logged in. Let's look and see what it was like for me in fantasy, this matchup. I want y'all to tell me what you would have done. What could I have done? You feel what I'm saying? I lost this one by 10. We could have won this. We put up a better fight. 194, you're not really beating that if somebody put up 194. But you got to at least be able to fight. What you want me to do? Let's look. Let's look at this. Kyler Murray had 38. Whew. Herbert projected 22. He get 15. That's unacceptable. 19, he gets 7 fantasy points. So what I'm supposed to do is 7 fantasy points from my... He did 50. So this was revenge. This is why I played Mary in the championship, and it was the same shit. Dalvin Cook, 17. Nobody's getting what they're expected to get. AJ Brown, 7 fantasy points. It's like, this is AJ Brown. DK Metcalf, 11. What I'm supposed to do? His players is getting their averages. What am I supposed to do? Noah Fant, you've been a baller for me so far this season. Allen Robinson, 10. What am I supposed to do? Shaq Thompson started him over Darius Leonard because they said Leonard was hurt. He ain't practiced. He only had 5 after 19. Danielle Hunter, who I saved all last year in the IR. Happy I did that. This dude is a baller. Buda Baker, 8. Jeremy Chin ain't give nothing, 3, so I'm happy. Daniel Carson, I'm very happy to have him. He's going to be kept. Z's had him and dropped him, thank God. Now, on the bench, we got Tony Pollard, who will mess around and start. Let these running backs... I can't drop none of my running backs. What are we doing here? What are we even talking about here? Trevor Lawrence, 6. This is my rookie quarterback right here. He might got to go into the waivers. I'm sorry. I drafted him, and I should have drafted Michael Parsons. That's what I should have done. Because I ain't need no quarterback. But it is what it is. Pittman, I'm happy I held on to him. Mike Davis... Mooney showing signs. Gesicki, he ain't really do much, but we ain't had no. We was nothing we could do on offense. And they keep talking about Dalvin Cook got hurt, but we got Madison. But it's nothing I could do here. It's nothing I could do. Nothing. So I take it with a grain of salt. That's all. And just say, okay, let's see what the players do next week. Now, this team, we lose to the Chiefs. If we had 153, we put numbers up, crazy numbers up, but we lost to the Chiefs because he got the whole Chiefs. Let's look and see what we did this week. To leave me sad and upset. Y'all got to look at the podcast, too. I'm 0-2 in both of these leagues now. Dak, supposed to give me 21, he gave me 7. This was a winnable week if my players give me anything. His number, he had a 30 clip and a 16 clip, but I think if my players give me anything, it could have been okay. Saquon, give me 8. Antonio Gibson, give me 9. And that was on the Thursday. What I'm supposed to do against that? He ain't even finished yet. He still got Swift to play. CD, happy I got him. I wish I had him in Dynasty. Adam Thielen, 15. Couldn't go wrong with that. Noah Font, again, beast. Myles Gaskin. It was nothing I could do. And I could have put in Hurts. And I think I'm going to trade Dak Prescott away and get a running back in here because we need help. So Dak got to go. Le'Veon, that's a wild card. We're going to see what happens. It's got Mooney. Got Devontae just in case Saquon get hurt. But will it even matter? No, I don't think so. So it's looking ugly. But I know what we can do. It's some changes that could be made. And I'm not. Look, I went from 1-4 to the championship before. So if that could be done, if anybody could do it, we know who could. The waiver wire sensei, the guru, and expect it to happen. That's all. But if you made it this far, shout out to you for listening. Shout out to me for keeping you entertained. Episode 211 of Left Hand Labs podcast. Let's look at the Jason Burke tweet of the week so we can get out of here. My man Jay Burke said, "No place should kick women out for breastfeeding as long as they are trying to be discreet about it." Amen. That's what Jason Burke said. It's pathetic that a small crowd of people have gathered near the Capitol building to protest those sent to jail in the January 6th riot. Jason Burke is a good guy. One of the good ones. Turned a crowd of 20 into 26,000 people. I don't know about that. Make sure y'all rate and review, please, on the Left Hand Labs podcast. It's free. It don't cost you a thing on the iTunes podcast app. And subscribe to the YouTube. Shop Heirlooms on YouTube. Like the video. Episode 211. Till next week. Excuse me. Eyes open. We out of here. I got to get